Well, here we go again. We've got ourselves another drag racing tournament. And I'm not looking forward to this per se because, well, I know there's probably going to be some unpredictability, and it also means there's going to be some restarts, which also means that my overall win percentage is probably going to decrease with me taking some restarts. Anyway, let's go. It's all drag from dusk to dawn, downtown tonight. You'll get in 4 heats before the night's out. I'm gonna go with the hard difficulty, and since I know this car isn't quite as fast as the Focus, I would imagine the Hyundai is still going to be useful because, well, we do have some pretty tough competition ahead of us. Because we have a Dodge Neon, an Acura Integra, and a Subaru Impreza, so... And I lost it already. And immediately everything is falling apart. I'm going to restart now. This is precisely what I thought was going to happen. And also just using my shot of nitrous so I can get a slipstream. And I do manage to slot myself in. Had to get a little bit aggressive there so I could slot myself in, but I have slotted myself in now, and on my second attempt I am going to win. After managing to do much better on this attempt than I did my first attempt. So, Jet was the guy driving the Subaru, then it was Nesto in his Dodge Neon, and it was Spin who drove the Integra. Not bad, not too bad. Although I did have to restart in order for me to get a more favourable outcome. Although I guess that was to be expected. Well, whatever. I knew something was going to happen before this whole thing was over. And that's why I'm not really a fan of drag racing. Because you're basically just trying to go as fast as you can, but also trying not to wreck your car at the same time, which, well, at least I was able to make a correction with the perfect shift. And already the Impreza has pulled ahead of me, and I've over-revved. I don't think I'm getting this one back. Oh, he's wrecked himself. Okay. I did not think he was going to wreck himself, but he somehow did. That now puts me back in the lead. And I just gotta hold on. And I do hold on. Right before slamming into the back of that delivery truck. I did not think Jet was going to hit a taxi, but he somehow did. And that basically handed the win over to me. And Nesto DNF'd in that race. And it was Spin who finished in second. So we now have a tie for second. Let's now move on to heat number 3, as this game would call it. Hopefully things will go better from here. Although that doesn't mean to say that I don't loathe drag racing in racing games. I really thought for sure I was going to over-rev there, but I somehow didn't. Can I stay with him? Please, can I stay with him? Oh, he's wrecked himself. Yeah, I don't think he is finishing now. He's pretty much wrecked himself. I'm so glad the lanes didn't close in too much there. And using the ramp, and there we go. 3 in a row, baby. We are moving up in the world. Huh, and apparently Jet was the only one who finished, as both Nasto and Spin DNF'd in that heat. Well, they still get points, even though they both racked out. But anyways, 24 points to me, 16 points to Jet, and we have a tie for third between Spin and Nasto. So whoever finishes ahead of the other in the final heat will basically be the guy who takes fourth. But anyway, I've definitely been lucky up to this point in spite of the way this whole thing started. If that happens again, I'm just going to restart this whole thing and pretend this whole thing just didn't happen. Oh, I actually got a perfect launch that time. That surprises me. Okay. Well, I do manage to stay out of trouble this time, which I think is a pretty lucky thing for me overall. Although, basically, even if I did wreck, I probably would have... Okay, I avoided that one, thankfully. And there we go. On my third attempt, I actually win it. Although it still doesn't mean... Although it doesn't specifically mean to say that my thoughts have changed on drag racing. Because, well, in all honesty... As you saw from the first heat when I racked out, well... You'll know precisely why I hate it. But anyways, these are your results. Spin finished second, Jet third, and it was Nasto who finished in last. So that basically settles the debate of who comes home third in this. Spin takes third over Nasto, Jet second, and I finished in first. With another clean sweep, and also with a couple of restarts, but again, that's by the by. And, well, yeah. So there we go. Another championship is won. Well, another tournament is won. And now, I'm just going to get myself a thumbnail of this thing from the front. Because that's what I do for these videos, since I don't have any replay mechanisms. Unfortunately. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. So, 23 grand is now on the board. And next up, we've got ourselves another drag race. Well, just gonna have to live with whatever consequences my win ratio is gonna have at this point. But anyway, another drag race tournament is done, and next time we will be doing another drag race, but it will be followed up by a sprint. And so with that, stay tuned for the next episode of Need for Speed Underground.